these are considered tile seams, and why do they call it a tile seam?
Because you have 6 tiles.
Yes.
So you're going to be sewing 6 individual tiles.
So you don't have to have a great big
embroidery
hoop.
in.
Yeah,
No, it's a 5 by 7.
Tile seams can actually present a challenge for the embroiderer, oftentimes.
Getting them lined up.
Exactly, and it's getting those satin stitches to line up, your fabric to line up, and so that can cause a lot of frustration for some, depending, of course, on the digitizing. The digitizing is what makes the biggest difference when it comes to tile seams. No, well, maybe a little bit of that too, but it really is dependent on how the digitizer has done it. And I'll tell you, you know what, Kimberbell knocks it out of the park.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
So tell us some of the things you learned through this process.
Okay, in the instructions, Kimberbell gives you lots of options. So you can either use clips, pins, glue stick, and so I did try all of them.
Did you?
Okay.
Good job.
And for me, this glue stick.
That's a glue stick?
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
This was seriously a game changer for me. And so
What's the glue look?
yes, just a little
Do you get to
glue
refill
stick.
it?
Yes, and it has a refill. So here's the trick. So with using this glue stick, what you'll do is you're going to look at where this, you want to line up all of your tiles. And then you're going to line these up. And I was putting it on the thread. No. You just put it on the material. So you just put a little bit before, I just put a little bit before where I wanted to line it up. Yeah, right here on the satin stitch, it doesn't stick. No, it doesn't stick. Yeah, so then it does, so then I just put it here on the fabric in between where I want it to line up.
So you're matching those 2 marks?
Yeah,
Okay.
so then you're going to just fold this over and you just look here and you're going to line up those
Okay,
satin stitches.
So you're telling us basically one of the keys is to not have the glue on the satin stitch.
Yes, because it doesn't stick. The thread, it didn't stick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so it doesn't make sense to have that, right?
Yeah, so you put it on right on the fabric. When you put it on the material, then it will stick.
Look at that
So then you just, yeah, it does. It sticks really well. And so then you just are sticking right there, and you just push and put it where exactly line those up, just looking at it.
Okay, nice.
Nice.
I'd
rather do that than pins.
Yeah,
I
was surprised this really worked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it did. And I did pins, I did clips, and yeah, it didn't.
And sometimes the clips kind of are a little cumbersome,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
I don't want to deal
moved.
with that either.
Yes.
No.
I like this glue method.
I do too.
Okay.
I'm sold on it.
Fabric glue.
Fabric
pin.
glue, yes.
Okay.
Then the next trick.
Okay.
You ready for the next one?
Yes.
All right, on the sewing machine.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to do a basting stitch because if you need to unpick it by chance,
Are you telling us that could possibly happen?
could possibly happen.
That's a good idea.
So, and then you want to make it at 5.0 your length.
Yeah, so what I did here was I put it on the Q02 stitch, which is I call it perfectly pieced, because that is really where your 1/4 inch is on this machine in particular. And then my length, I bumped it up as high as it would go so that it's a basting
Did I line
stitch.
up good?
Yeah, that looks really great. I love that. Again, this is a basting stitch. There we go, folks. Look.
Wow.
That looks fantastic. So now that you've done that, what's next?
1/4 inch seam. You just sew your 1/4 inch seam down.
Oh,
On
nice.
the same thing?
Yeah.
So the reason why we did the basting stitch first,
Is if it wasn't lined up when you open it up, then it's easier to unpick it. You just take that
Just another
basting
safety
stitch.
measure?
Yeah. Yeah.
So smart.
When you just somebody told me this. When you
Asking for a friend.
when you unpick with the regular stitch, then if you get a satin stitch.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I did
That's
have
a good
yeah,
point.
so you want to be careful. So the basting stitch
you've already
made it so that you didn't catch the satin stitch.
You've already trimmed them, so
Okay,
yeah.
so I'm going to go ahead back to a regular stitch length, right?
The 1/4
So I
inch seam.
all I did was I pressed my Q2 again, so it automatically went to the default, which is
it went right back.
Yeah, it just went right back. I could have done, boom, 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 but no, I didn't have to do that.
I like it.
So, all right, now I'm going to go ahead and do the 1/4 inch.
Oh, yep.
So now that I've done that, what's
All right.
next?
Now, the fun part.
What?
You're going to
What's
go over
that?
to the iron.
We have the magic spray.
Yeah,
I love this stuff.
Yes, that is really good. So then you're going to spray down the seam.
Okay.
Just right, and
On
then
the
you
back?
open it on the back.
All
and then you're going to
right.
open it up, and you're going to just iron right down that seam
And
to open
I
it
mean,
up.
this is pretty thick.
It
so
is very
you
thick,
definitely
so
want
you
to
want to
have your
spray it.
iron on hot.
Yes, hot, and then I used quite a bit of
use-
spray
I
and
use
open
steam
it up.
too.
Oh yeah, you have
Oh,
steam.
I use steam,
There you go.
absolutely.
All that I would be doing.
I wish you could see through the camera
Well, when you
how
feel the
flat
difference
that
of what it
is.
was before and then now, I mean, you
Yes.
couldn't even. It's just so smooth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, those are some great tips and tricks for us all because I know many of you are getting ready, you're getting busy, and preparing all your fabrics for this super fun project.